So we were founded in 1985, and then we were initially in the Cortez building, but we moved to our current location in 1994. So we are not part of the official Border Patrol. We were founded by a group of retired Border Patrol agents. And so that is how we came to be. So we do not receive funding from the patrol. We're not under their umbrella, if you will. But we do work very closely with the patrol, and they are allowed to come in and give guidance and advice on some things, as well as they'll often donate artifacts that they can on their end as well. So we do work with them, but we're not part of them. So what's really fun is we do have vehicles, and they're fairly sturdy, so we can get families and children engaged in them. And so that's just one way for people to engage with museums. And so the nice thing about having these larger items, I've seen adults get really excited about going to the helicopters. There's different ways to engage with museums, and this offers not the typical stereotypical reading and looking at artifacts. And there's no wrong way to engage with museums. A lot of people get their information from the news, and regardless of how you get news, what news, you're not given the full story, and you're not really talking about the agents themselves. And so one of the goals of this museum is to help round out that information, break down barriers, to pull back the curtain, but what the patrol does. Because a lot of people just see them as guys wearing green uniforms and carrying guns, but they don't know about the process or the history of it. So that's kind of one of our goals, is to pull back the curtain. What I really like to point out is artifacts from Operation Freeway. The Border Patrol actually helped with the Civil Rights Movement. They helped escort students into universities that were being desegregated, and so we have artifacts related to that, and not a lot of people know about that history of the patrol. So we get anything from pre-K to older adults, and I would say, from my observations, they all seem pretty into it, and they all come for different reasons. We get college groups that come in, we get groups from out of town, because they're here to see the border. And so it's just interesting to see how people from different areas interact with the space. And being from El Paso, we understand how the border works, but it's interesting to see when people not from the area come here and then realize what the border is. So we do several community events. My personal favorite is called Lend a Paw. The patrol has recently started a support canine program, and they're based out of El Paso at Fort Bliss. And so one of the things we do here at the museum is help the handlers get the dogs used to humans petting them, basically. And so we have an outreach event where we have the dogs here. We invite the public to come and just literally to pet the dogs. And so that's one of our newer and my favorite event, because who doesn't like to pet dogs? We also have called Night at the Museum, where we focus on raising money with the Border Patrol Foundation. The foundation gives out scholarship to families of agents who have sadly passed away in the line of duty. And we also have our memorial every year where we honor the fallen agents as well. So our website's a really good source to find out, just borderpatrolmuseum.com. We're also on social media on Instagram and Facebook, and we are pretty active on there as well. We are open Tuesday through Saturday, 9 to 4:45 p.m.